think back to my life with music, I think of the time I started violin as a child. I think about different teachers playing in different ensembles, all the way through to studying a B.Mus degree. Was I privileged to play a Western instrument that fitted into the mainstream mold of South African and indeed global music education? Of course, I was privileged to have access to learn music at all, and even afford a violin of my own. Having my own children, who through their father have a Shona heritage, I have begun to question my musical education and the musical education they will be receiving. I find it exclusionary and lacking. This is the background to the passion for my research. Much of the music training available to children at school is taught through the Western music system, making it the normative basis from which they experience, understand, and value music. This limits the possibilities for teaching through alternative musical systems, such as African musical arts. African musical arts refers to the holistic nature of indigenous sub-Saharan African musical arts performance and education, requiring full participation in singing, dancing, and playing of instruments. Indigenous music education has a philosophy and teaching approach that is different to Western training, but no less deliberate or formal, although wholly excluded from any colonial or apartheid school curricula. I question my privilege of learning a Western instrument, because is it really a privilege to not have access to alternative musical systems and instruments? Even now, decades later, this inequality persists, and this lack of access to decolonized music education creates barriers to expression and negates value of the one universal language which is shared by every culture in the world: music. Music of differing styles, all as important as each other. Why can children not start to learn music via another system, which is no less valuable and important, and actually often more so? Hence my research topic, a meta-ethnography of perceptions of African musical arts education within the South African Academy since 1994. Meta-ethnography is a method of synthesizing qualitative ethnographic data into secondary data as a way of translating theory to social explanation from the ethnographies chosen as part of a study. It is a profound one for qualitative and ethnographic research, which will help me gain deeper understanding of the mechanisms underpinning this crisis in music education. In order to build an African music canon in South Africa, we need to understand what differing perceptions there are, what value judgments people place on different musics, and how we can move forward with curricula that promote the most gain from an openness to the unique gifts of Indigenous music.